What is up, WolfPod? This is WolfPod, episode 2. This is Prac Parrot. I am joined by
Mac Frazier. What's going on?
And I am Pizza Sled.
What up, Mac? What up, Pizza?
How's it going?
We got a lot to talk about, do we not?
For sure, we got a lot of new topics to talk about tonight.
Some Radical Heights. I know we're going to hit on that. We're going to hit on some EA. Not the EA Sports, but bit of Battlefront here and there.
Talk about how terrible that game is.
Oh, yeah.
I just know we have a big list.
We'll dive
That's
into
what I
that.
know.
But we're definitely going to be discussing even some skateboarding games we're going to be throwing out there.
For sure.
Guys.
What?
Some skateboarding games. We're going to go over some favorites of ours, some throwback systems, some throwback games, even some dying games.
Dying games.
Some dying games, and we'll jump all into that. But first, I wanted to talk to you, Mac, specifically, because I know you've been streaming a lot. You've been streaming a lot of Radical Heights.
I have. Let me tell you.
First, I want to get your take. Do you think Radical Heights eventually will surpass Fortnite?
No.
No, why not? Why don't you think that?
Fortnite, it's like Samsung coming in to like against Apple, where like Apple is like that like simplified. It's for everybody. It's like marketed that way, and Fortnite's been the same. You see everybody playing it. So
everyone.
So far, it's like
everyone.
It just has such a big, like,
following,
and like such a big name in the battle royale scene that Radical Heights, while it's still in its alpha phase, and like it's cool to see it.
Right.
Like it'll be cool to see how it grows, if it does well or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's all to come.
My question for both of you: do you think it's going to reach a beta anytime soon? I mean, it's been alpha for...
I would give it.
How long has it been alpha
for? A couple months.
How long has it been alpha for? Maybe like...
It's been out for about 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
Around there.
And it's amazing that it's hit big.
Who's it made by?
Boss Key.
Who?
Boss Key Productions.
I've never heard of that. And I wonder what their crew is like.
Have they made anything else?
Yeah. What's their other?
I'm not sure.
Are they?
Yeah, definitely get on that, Mac.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I played. I know that Mac. You've played some Radical Heights on your stream. I know you've been streaming that with.
Oh, here you go. Radical Heights is getting a PS4 and Xbox One release date.
No way.
I believe so.
Does it say a date at all, or
hopefully
any
I get my
estimate?
PC before that.
Yeah, right. Pizza, have you played Radical Heights at all?
I have not played it yet.
Why not?
Boss Key Studios.
Because I don't have a computer.
Oh, God, right.
Boss Key Studios.
Good. Well, I'm glad it's coming out for the console players.
Yeah, but I'm working. I'll get it soon.
So I've played a bit of Radical Heights. I played it with Good Guy Rye, who's been on the podcast before. I don't think I've played it with you, Mac. Maybe, or I don't think we have yet. But since you have played it, I know one of my favorite guns in that game would definitely be the M16. I think it's just a blue M16. I'm not sure if
there's colors.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's colors, but I'm not sure if there's is there a green M16
for
Radical Heights?
Yes, there is.
There is.
The colors, it goes gray, green, blue,
for every gun,
purple, and gold.
Okay. Or not for every gun, but for certain guns.
But for most guns, in this recent patch, they've actually added gold guns for, say, revolver, for the regular ARs. So now, like, every type of gun has a bunch of different.
That was definitely. Can you think of any? Can you think
of
a
good move?
Can you think of any other game before Fortnite to come out with varied guns on their strength due to the color?
Like rarity, like any other rarity type guns.
I know that, like in like Dark Souls and like all those type of games like that.
Well, there's legendary items and such. That's nothing new in games.
I'm just saying, like I feel like that transferred right over like
But it's interesting, you know what I mean? Because where in Fortnite you have the purple scar and then the gold scar, there's like multiple different assault rifles that have gold status. So it's as if you could get burst or regular AR.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like compared to PUBG, where PUBG has no.
PUBG, there is a lot of randomness, but if you're asking if there's been games where guns have had rarities, I would say absolutely. I mean, I feel like a lot of games have done that. You can think of Halo, the whole Halo series, like the Halo 3 matchmaking series.
That is very true. That is very true. I never thought of that.
It doesn't have say like the color around it,
the glowing color.
Low key, that might be the big like kicker for Fortnite.
Yeah.
Halo had like they'll have the rarity system of like only one beam rifle on a map, or like one rocket, one sniper.
Yeah.
So I feel like, but that's also a completely different
type of
game. You're all going for the gun rather than like going in houses to look for.
Yeah.
So here's
multiple.
something. In a recent interview with Boss Key Studios, they were asked about a console release.
Okay.
And they replied that Radical Heights is on Steam PC. Well, on Steam PC.
Yeah.
Right now, we're focused at building Radical Heights in extreme early access with community and releasing a 1.0 version in 2019.
Oh.
So I guess that's basically
that's
saying
a long
that
time.
20, yeah, it is a long time.
Well, you got to think of how long
That's
Fortnite
a long.
was in
That's
development.
a long alpha, though.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
long
but-
alpha. That's
well,
a
there was
long
the closed beta
alpha.
for Fortnite, which lasted like
Yeah,
what, 2
well, you
3
said
months.
you said the release is in 2019.
Well, that 1.0, the first release, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean they're
So
gonna have a
there'll be a
beta.
beta
They're gonna have a
probably.
beta phase.
Yeah.
I assume it's not gonna be alpha for.
So that's cool that
Oh,
they're going to be working
okay.
with the community to like hear what like people want in the game.
Definitely.
And then working to like, I think that's good. That's a good move by the developers.
And you can tell
Yeah,
it's
for
an
sure.
alpha because if you land at some places, like some of the houses, there's some places that don't even have loot. Like it's like there's.
Well, they
I know
updated
there's some.
that this patch.
Oh,
There's
really?
a bunch of new spots.
'Cause
They
I would-
actually updated like certain parts in the map where there's like
Right.
new spots to loot at. And they've updated the graphics a little bit on different buildings.
'Cause
It's not like
It's almost
nothing
like
extreme
DayZ.
yet.
Is it almost like DayZ where it's like when it was like first coming out and they had all those crazy
Um,
patches and it's like
I don't know. It's only been the first patch. One thing that they did fix, they got rid of a lot of invisible walls that were glitching around the map in certain cul-de-sacs where like you would go to buy the guns like a vending
Exactly.
machine.
That
You'd try to
trolled
dive into
me.
there and it would just be an invisible wall.
It would
and
be
that's killed me multiple
ridiculous.
times.
Yeah, I'd see a guy like he'd be cashing in his money at the offshore
Yeah.
account, and I'm like, oh sweet, this is such an easy kill. I start shooting.
What
It looks
about
like it
that,
hits him. I don't know though.
What about that offshore account? How do you like the money system in Radical Heights?
Well, I mean, I know you have a great tactic for that because that sounded amazing. But I mean, I just go there. I think it's cool. Like, I don't really use it to the point where like I double my money at the end. You
Yeah.
can go over that, but like I kind of just throw all my money, assuming that I'm gonna lose it. At
I think
some
it's
point.
good. Well, like if you have collected a lot of money in the beginning of the game, it might be good to like put away just so you don't drop a lot. 'Cause
Right, yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know about the game, when you die in this battle royale, you actually drop like a percentage of your money.
Definitely.
So you have these ATMs you can go up to and deposit your money into that, and that currency just stays with you like over all the games. Which is pretty cool too, because you can use that almost like an IP system that you've seen in like League of Legends. You can actually use it for cosmetic items, which you can also spend real money for these gems.
Yep.
Very similar to like V-Bucks in Fortnite.
Yeah, I think it's cool that like you know how you can go in the shop. So if anyone hasn't played Radical Heights, like the way they have the shop set up is they have all these items that you can buy with either jewels, which is like the currency that you buy, like you have to pay for the gems, yeah, the gems,
jewels,
gems, jewels, yeah, buzzword.
minerals, Marie.
Minerals, right. But they have like the shop set up so you can buy these gems to pay for things, which is like with your actual money, or and for anyone that's hasn't played the game, you can't pay with in-game money for any of these until you go into the get into a Radical Heights lobby, get into the game, and find the item from the shop in the game.
Yeah,
unlock
you
it,
gotta
and
pick
then
up
buy
the-
it.
And that's all randomly spread around the map,
yeah.
different cosmetic items. So that's like something.
wow.
So
to
you
pick
can't
up.
even get things with in-game points until you actually find them in houses. Like I
Yeah.
found a vest the
Oh,
other day.
that's crazy. I didn't
found
know
a
that.
vest.
I haven't played the game, so yeah, that's
it's-
cool. That's
it's-
really cool.
It's really interesting. It's cool because like you would think that with this battle royale scene that like it's completely saturated with Fortnite
Yeah.
and PUBG, but Radical Heights has figured some niche things to put in to make it different from others.
Yeah, I
it's
think-
almost yeah.
I was talking to some people when I was playing with the game, with them, and they were talking about how it's almost like these developers got together and were like, "What don't I like from these top battle royale games?" And then like mashed it into one thing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because there's no glider. You just come in, you hit the
For
location
sure.
hot. There's a lot of different aspects. There is some mobility too with the bikes. You can actually use bikes to
The
get
bikes
around
are
the map.
sick.
Yeah.
And in the most recent patch, they fixed the bikes too. So before, well, I wouldn't say completely fixed because there's
Why?
still
What was
some
wrong with them?
gimmicky stuff. Well, before it was laggy and you would like turn in the air and you
Oh,
wouldn't be able to
right.
turn back.
Yeah.
So now you can actually like position yourself so you can like just go through the air without having to worry
Yep.
about ending up going backwards.
Yeah. Now we're on the topic of up and coming games. Radical Heights and its alpha, definitely an up and coming like banger of a game.
Yeah.
Let's get into like just maybe one more like up and coming game. I know I haven't played it. I'm not sure if you guys have played it. Just came out yesterday or maybe today even. God of War for PS4.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the God of War series from previously.
I think I've played a couple of those.
A couple. See, I've never played them, but I was watching one of streams.
It looks insane.
It does look insane. Last night, one of our streamers, 1up14, I believe his name is. 1up14. I think you can follow him on Twitch at 1up14. He was streaming God of War last night, and I'm not even a big campaign guy. Like, I just don't play campaign games.
Mm-hmm.
I see the first 30 seconds of this game. It's literally just him chopping a tree, but it was the coolest tree chop I've ever seen in quite some time. Because not only did he chop the tree down, but he proceeded to pick up the tree with one arm and put it on his shoulder and walk around with his son. This big ass tree.
It sounds like fucking what is that game? That game that you're only on the island and that was the plane crashes and
Lost, this TV series.
no, and there's those cannibals.
Conan Exiles, maybe? Or
no,
Ark?
no, and there's the cannibals and stuff, and he chopped down the trees. Robuz plays it.
Robuz.
You know Robuz?
I of Schweden.
You've never. What is this game called? I don't know.
But on the topic of up-and-coming games, we have Radical Heights. God of War, it just came out. Game looks beautiful.
How about the new Smash coming out for the
New
Switch?
Smash will be coming out for Wii.
It's been for Wii.
For Wii.
I don't know. Is it coming out for the Wii U?
I call it the Wii Switch, quite honestly. Once Nintendo came out with the Wii and the Wii U, I figured everything was the Wii after that. But the Smash for the Nintendo Switch is absolutely gonna be awesome. I was a big Melee guy.
Yeah, you can pre-order that, can't you right now?
Oh, the new Smash?
I think you can.
I think my roommate at school actually.
Yeah, Luke did it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Shady LB.
Oh, power move.
Yeah.
What other big games are there on the Nintendo Switch? Are there any other? Oh, another one that's coming out.
The
Fortnite.
Zelda game.
Oh, well, Zelda, but another one that's coming out.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. It was confirmed.
It's
confirmed on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just.
It's in development.
That is.
Now here's the thing.
And it's not going to be a port either. It's not going to be a port. It's its own. It's its own game. It's not like that. You know how sometimes they just they will literally just take the game and make what they need to for it to be on another console.
Yeah.
They're specifically coding it for the Switch.
It's optimized for the
exactly.
Switch.
Yeah, it's not like
rather than like PUBG going from PC to Xbox.
Exactly.
They could pull it
That's
off.
a port. It's they just throw it in there basically.
I think it'll be better than mobile for sure.
Oh yeah.
At least you're gonna have the controls. But here's the thing: how will the Joy-Cons work with it? Or will it be more optimal to get the actual Switch controller?
Definitely.
Controller?
You can
because of the Joy-Cons are all right, but it would be weird.
The controller
it'd be a little weird.
Shady already got the controller literally for when shooter games come out on the Switch. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be better to use the controller over the what are they called?
Joy-Cons.
Yo, and if you are listening, if you think Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch is going to be a big hit, please let us know. Put in the comments if you think it's going to be a big hit or a dud.
Sure.
I'm literally buying it because of it. I heard a rumor that it was going to be on there, and I was
There's a lot more games though.
If you can, I know, but I know.
Week.
I mean, hey, I was playing Fortnite at the time.
You got Mario Kart. You got Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but that's all. I mean, the Mario Kart is the same Mario Kart as Wii U.
The Dark Souls remastered that's coming out. That'll be on the Switch.
That is going to be amazing.
A lot of fun.
So since we've definitely gone over a fair amount of up-and-coming games, some lively games, some games that have a good future to them, some longevity in the gaming scene, let's talk about some dying games, some games that are kind of leaving the scene. Maybe they don't even want to be leaving the scene, but the gamer community says no. They say no, get them out of here.
Call of Duty?
Let's swan dive into Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's a good.
So
Radical Heights swan dive.
Radical Heights swan dive into Call of Duty. That's a way to go in there. But look, where did it start with Call of Duty's end to the not that it's an end to the franchise, but when did it go downhill?
It's once Infinity Ward and Activision split making the games together.
Right. So what was the
it was like Sledgehammer.
What'd they come out with? There was not Black Advanced Warfare, was it? That was the first one, I think.
Which one had Dome?
I feel like Dome was MW2. No.
Was it?
I feel like it was just a low-key map on MW2.
No, it was Modern Warfare 3 was the first one they split. That's what it was.
Right.
It was
Modern Warfare 3 was interesting. I didn't think it was a terrible game, but like I think anything preceding Modern Warfare 2 sort of just
tough to beat.
Was on
tough to beat.
yeah.
It's set the bar high.
It was a bell curve. It was
absolutely
a
bell curve.
straight up bell curve. It plateaued and everything.
And it's interesting because like you have all these other games like you can, I mean, Halo is like one of the parallels to Call of Duty. It started coming up like on the come up with Call of Duty at the same time, and you have like their big hit was Halo 3. Except, I mean, people argue that Halo 3 is probably the best. I would even argue it's probably the best. But
now, would you argue that the Halo campaign is better than the Call of Duty?
I'm not a campaign guy, so I can't answer that. But I did beat the Halo 3 Legendary campaign, and I can't go wrong with that.
Who hasn't beaten that campaign?
Who hasn't beaten that? And if you haven't, go beat it right now. But what I was saying about
it'll teach you about life.
But on the topic of the Halo series compared to the Call of Duty series and how Call of Duty is kind of dying, I mean, you have Halo 3 that came out, and if we're speaking top of the bell curve, I mean, yeah, if it had the Call of Duty effect and Halo 3 came out, then you would expect every other game, every Halo game to go down from there. Not that
Not necessarily, though.
Well, no, you wouldn't expect that, but like, not that they all did that, but Halo didn't fall. Like, if you compare Halo 3 to the as the Modern Warfare 2 of the Halo series, because Modern Warfare 2 is arguably the best, like COD.
It's like
in a lot of people's eyes, for the Call of Duty franchise. Yeah. And Halo 3 is honestly probably one of the best. Although people argue Halo 2, but when we're talking about matchmaking, Halo 3 is one of the best for Halo 3. But if Call of Duty, they went down. They just have been going down ever since MW2 because of that bell curve effect.
Yeah.
But when you think of Halo, they've still made some games like Reach, Halo 5 that have kind of still stuck around and has kept that following.
It's because it's just different companies just making a different style of game.
Absolutely.
And then once like Bungie when did Bungie
stopped making Halo after Halo Reach?
When did they sell the rights?
Halo Reach was the last Bungie
Reach,
game.
Really?
Was it?
I loved Halo Reach.
Then it was 4 and 5?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, I mean, they made a good amount of their own game.
Yep.
And the new games that... Who made it? Whoever made it.
I think 343 Studios is still always with them. They were still always with them.
I think they came in at the end, I'm pretty sure.
No, 343, they've been around with Bungie, I want to say.
Really?
Yeah, or it might... I know 343 has been around. It could have been just Halo 5, if I'm like getting things all wrong, but I could have sworn 343 has been with Bungie for a while.
Huh.
Maybe not. Yo, if you're listening and you know if 343 has been around, we know Bungie's been around since Reach.
Then Bungie broke off, and then they made Destiny.
Oh, Bungie made Destiny, right? Yeah. I never even owned Destiny.
I always think about that because the first time I played Destiny, I was like, wow, this is Halo.
This is
Halo in mixed with Skyrim, mixed with
it's RPG
Dark
Halo.
Souls. Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I would love some RPG Halo, but that's Destiny.
Exactly.
That's Destiny for you.
It's literally made by the people that made Halo.
That's funny. I never even thought of that. But let's go over some more dying games. Whenever actually, before we move on from Call of Duty, let's just get a quick point from everyone. What would you say is like the one like tipping point for Call of Duty? It could be a game, it could be a feature. I mean, I would say a simple outright one: the jetpack. When the jetpack came out, people really didn't like that. It was kind of the tipping point.
I really think it was Ghosts, and I just didn't like. I'm pretty sure there was a jetpack feature in Call of Duty Ghosts.
I never owned Ghosts,
but I wasn't a fan of that. If not, it was.
It was whenever the company split. That's when it started to go downhill because they had such a great plan together, and they were making such good games, and that's when it was on the exponential part.
Right.
And it was booming. It started off with
personally
Call of Duty, and then Call of Duty 2, then Call of Duty World at War, and then and then it was just
I think my favorite was World at War.
World at War, that
was the introduction of Nazi zombies. What a classic!
Absolutely, that was my first Call of Duty too.
And that's why I really liked Black Ops 1 as well, because those zombies were great.
Right?
Oh,
I didn't play past legendary. That, but supposedly Black Ops 2
if there was ever a reason to ever keep Call of Duty around, it is always going to be because of Nazi zombies.
Yep. I if there's ever in the recent games,
I know, but the original Nazi zombies that was on World at War, if there's ever a reason to ever bring up that name ever, it's because of the zombies.
I just remember like that feeling before any of the other maps were were out when it was just the
yeah,
one.
Because we were younger,
it was
dude.
on the hangar, and it was like Nazi Zombies came out. There was only one map.
Nocturne and Toten or whatever?
Yeah. People didn't even care about, like, they didn't even think of DLCs. They were just like, oh my god, Nazi Zombies is in Call of Duty.
Where am I?
Where am I? Exactly, where am I?
Dude, and we were younger then. And
we're not in Kansas
anymore.
anymore.
So immersed in the game, and it was crazy.
Yeah, but
and when you would be down, oh my god.
So
and then the glitches, all the glitches.
If they take that out and say they replace it with a Battle Royale mode, because I've heard a lot of rumors about that. Is it a smart move considering all the other...
I believe they're adding it. I believe they're adding it to World War II or whatever it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the Battle Royale scene is the hottest game scene right now.
I just don't think people will go away from Fortnite.
Or
PUBG.
I think people will. Although it's just, I think the problem with Call of Duty and...
I think it would be too close to PUBG.
Well, the problem with Call of Duty right now is that it's not made for Battle Royale players. Call of Duty players are used to shooting people really quick and killing them really quick. I mean, in Fortnite you can say the same thing, like, oh, shotgun to the head is one shot, instant kill. But in Call of Duty, it's like, you get shot instantly, you don't do healing. There's no, like, healing you do on the spot or shielding.
You die, you revive.
You die, you revive. That's what they're about. So it's gonna be it'll be interesting, though. It would definitely be a replacement for some kind of game mode like zombies. That's
actually very interesting. Literally, meds would be out with Call of Duty med kits. Like, what the...
It would look like PUBG. It would literally be PUBG. Yeah. It's a PUBG. If you were to show anyone PUBG, they would think it's Call of Duty. Like, anyone that's naive to games.
But like, think about it. You make your loadout pre-game. You make your classes. You add your attachments and everything. What if it was like that? Instead of finding attachments and instead of the guns just being what they are, you could unlock stuff through
maybe
that.
You could find some stuff too, like maybe
exactly.
You there's like different game modes for the battle royale. Like maybe it's like everyone starts with snipers, or everyone starts with pistols, or everyone starts with certain guns
like Halo game modes where they would do all those crazy
Halo
things.
battle royale. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Here, we'll save that one for next time. But
wow,
Halo Battle Royale. Wow, we are going to. That was
a blue ball right there.
Hey, if you're listening and you want us to talk about Halo Battle Royale,
that sounds insane.
Let us hear it. Throw a like, subscribe, put it in the comments.
Oh my god, 50v50. Like
top weapons.
I want to hear about top weapons.
Top weapons right now.
We're gonna absolutely save this for the third episode because Halo Battle Royale sounds kind of lit.
Oh yeah.
But I would say energy. Not that it's a top weapon, but energy sword would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool, but if there was top weapon, I mean, obviously the sniper is going to be important, I would say the needler.
Yes.
100%. Rip armor. Like it rips armor and it sticks. Yeah, subtac, but magnets.
With magnet fire.
Magnets. Like crazy, or what is that called? Homing missile,
homing needles,
needles, yeah. And then then in the later Halos they added the snipers.
What about the vehicles? Get in a Banshee.
Oh
wow. Okay, save this. I like it. I like it. No, yeah. Save it for episode 3 because that's too
his
hype.
Own 45-minute own podcast.
Oh, that's its own video.
Yeah.
But let's go over one more dying game. Maybe not even dying. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, but I'm going to say it. I think Overwatch is a dying game.
75%, 25%.
There's a good majority
hardcore
of people
players
that like it.
25% hardcore players that are still playing. I'd say, what is it on Twitch? The stream list.
It gets to the
top because of they have the
tournament.
They have the league.
Yeah, but obviously
no one watches the streamers.
Just like League. League has been slipping down. It has been slipping down because of Fortnite.
I think they did good with the most recent season, though.
Who, League or Overwatch?
League.
The
most recent updates that came out of this January, start of the season, weren't terrible. I like the whole new rune system. It definitely adds a new variety.
The rune system.
That's what they added to revive the game.
So let's go quickly 100%. Around the horn. Thoughts? Overwatch? Yes or no? Dying game?
Yeah.
Yes. Dying game.
Sad to say no. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say no because there's not much competition to that game right now.
Okay. Right. Oh, you're right. There isn't anything like it. I'll agree. There's nothing like it.
I mean,
it's a first-person shooter, but
that's
a dead game.
That's dead and gone.
That's dead and off to the side. Kick to the curb.
It's sad.
There's still players 100%, that game. Or 75, yes, 25, no. There's definitely the 20.
So I'll go with the yes on that.
Yeah.
Dying game.
Yeah. But there's definitely there's always
has
gonna
a
be
chance.
the hardcore.
Has a chance of coming back. They got to do something.
Yeah.
Maybe some crazy kind of game mode.
Heroes, but I just feel like
maybe what about like a 5v5 like sudden death? Like
it would be. Hey, we said Halo Battle Royale.
Oh jeez, man.
Overwatch Battle Royale.
No. That would be terrible. That's not a game meant for Battle Royale.
Again, that is for another episode.
No, that's for this. I'll tell you right now. That's a dead game.
That is some theory crafting we're gonna have to do one day because that's a whole bunch of what ifs and if this happens and if that happens.
That should stick in its category.
That's the cool thing about the Battle Royale genre, though. You can literally make all these games into a Battle Royale because people just love the genre. They don't even. I mean, they like Fortnite and what these games have to offer, but they love the Battle Royale genre.
It's really starting off. It was PUBG, wasn't it?
PUBG started off too. Yep. Well,
it was like a drug for everyone, and everyone started making games.
Well, at first, everybody who was obsessed with survival games, like
the Hunger Games
like
and Minecraft.
DayZ and Nether,
right.
Those type of games.
DayZ actually sparked a lot.
But it was But it was crazy how like the top. I don't think it's not that crazy, but the top players in like CS:GO transferred right over to those games and were able to dome people easily.
Yeah, they've got
that good.
They
muscle
have practice. They play
muscle
CS:GO.
memory. Yeah.
They can shoot, and like I said, I mean, people love
like
the Battle Royale
like
genre.
Siegel and Shroud. Yeah.
So let's go to maybe a bit older topic, but definitely one that was like prominent in the gaming scene. Let's talk about EA when they came out. So let's even throw it back. Let's work up.
It's in the game.
Wasn't even that long ago. That was just Christmas.
It was Christmas, but let's take it back
3 months ago.
So we'll get to how they made the whole crate system, how they messed up with that, how their stock plummeted from everything,
and how Disney smacked them on the wrist.
How Disney hated what EA did.
Actually, it was more than a smack on the wrist. They flipped the game upside down. That whole market system.
I got a question for Mac and Pizza here. Do you guys play Battlefront 1 or 2 on Xbox or PS2?
2 on the PlayStation,
PlayStation
was
2.
an amazing game.
Billy,
So much fun.
I played it on both, but I definitely logged more hours on the PlayStation. 100%. Yeah, that game was crazy. That game was like the first game I think that came out that was like that I really like dug time into. Like I was really just like sitting in the same spot for like 6 hours. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now think of this. Battlefront 2 Battle Royale. I'm going to hit you in the face with the Battle Royale genre again because that was literally the perspective.
Drones.
That was the perspective of Fortnite, of all these games. It could have been Battle Royale. Could you imagine if they made Battle Royale out of that? I mean,
oh my gosh.
I loved I think I played campaign for that because I never even had the online version or like online Xbox Live or any of that. But could you imagine Battle Royale of Battlefront 2? It would be hardcore.
It would be like Bending Light, dude.
It would be like Bending Light.
It would be incredible.
There we go. That's the title of this WolfPod. Bending Light. EA could have bent light.
We have been bringing up topics that you will not be able to sleep over tonight.
Yes. So put us on repeat because you're going to be listening to us all night long. We're going to be talking about everything. But so we have Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. I never played Battlefront 1 personally. I think that was a bit like a year or two before my time.
Dabbled into it.
No, yeah. I played it on the PlayStation.
Is that as good as Battlefront 2? I mean,
that didn't have online unless you had an online card, right?
I'm not sure.
Like on the back, you plugged in your. I can't remember back that far, but I remember
it was
just
online on Battlefront 2, definitely.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was Battlefront 1, but in Battlefront 1, I played that where it was just CPU. It was all CPU, and I would just rack up like 200 kills.
That's what I would do on
get like Darth
2.
Maul and just do whatever I wanted. But just one desert map I would go on.
So so we'll move on from Battlefront 1 and 2 from the PS2. Battlefront. We'll just say Battlefront for the Xbox One. I think it only came out for Xbox One, or did it come out for PS4?
I think it was an Xbox
exclusive.
Yes.
Yeah. So
no, it was on PS4.
No.
Really?
It was on PS4, yeah.
Oh, I'm wrong on that.
Huh. Well, I mean,
we played it on Brandon's.
Oh, true. Are you
PS4.
sure? You sure Brandon doesn't have an Xbox One? Because I know he plays Halo.
He
That
does.
was Battlefront. I don't think he got Battlefront.
I don't think it's on PS4.
Someone check the facts right now. I'm pretty sure it is on PS4.
If you're not doing
I
it,
got you.
Because I think Luke Shady LV got it.
Oh, because I remember I bought it because not because I was like a crazy Star Wars fan or everything. It was more just like I loved Battlefront 2. Why would I not want to play a shooter with a bunch of clones and a bunch of Jedis in it?
Yeah.
And not only just play it against computers this time, not to mention, well, first off, there's no campaign in the game, which was quite interesting because the whole Battlefront series was formed off of that campaign, and that was one of the only campaigns I would have wanted to play. But
that campaign was.
But the thought, but I love matchmaking and like competitive esports games, so I was like, to play Battlefront against all these people.
Battlefront
it was on all platforms.
Sick.
Yeah,
on all platforms.
Told you. Yeah.
But I like Battlefront. A lot of people didn't like it. I mean, there's definitely some parts of Battlefront that are slow. Like the load screens are very slow. Getting whatever you want in the game, like all the shop and stuff, I just didn't like it. It just didn't feel as rewarding. I just like the gameplay. I thought just having the battle, you gotta like, it's a Star Wars game. Like I just wanted the Star Wars shooter. It's not the. I think the combat was fun. It wasn't flawless, but it was a Star Wars shooter. It was the most recent one.
You know what? And then what it was. That came out, and then Battlefield 1 came out, and it was like, wow.
I never played Battlefield.
The same game.
Have you? So you've played Battlefield. Have you played Battlefield,
I played all the Battlefields.
I played it a little bit.
Okay.
Played all the Battlefields.
What's your thoughts on Battlefield? Because I know nothing about those games.
I absolutely love Battlefields.
What are they up to now? What Battlefields did they come out with?
Battlefield 1980 or
that one
1942.
That's a fun one. I played that one.
Then they came out with Battlefield Bad Company 1, Battlefield Bad Company 2. And then they came out with Battlefield 1, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3. What are they on? 4 now?
4, I think. See, I was confused.
It was just Battlefield.
4, and now they're yeah.
Yeah, actually, they're coming out. EA or Frostbite, whoever runs that. Yeah, they announced that they're coming out with like a CS:GO style, like 5v5, like bomb type situation, but
like search and destroy.
Search and destroy, but with Battlefield's perspective.
And
I think that sounds. I mean, you guys haven't played the game much, but there's a lot of environment destruction and
yes,
and
definitely
the guns. Like, there's so many attachments that you can have.
I've seen in the 1942 one. I've seen like all the it's really cool. You can destroy everything. I always thought though that Battlefield Bad Company, that series, was like a completely separate game franchise. Like I thought Bad Company.
What about Hardline? That was completely different as well.
I never even heard of it.
It wasn't completely. It was, but I forgot about that. It was, but it was made by.
Talk about a dead game.
It was made by EA. That was a dead. That I forgot about that. That's how dead it was when I was listening off the Battlefield.
On the topic of dead games, though, let's just throw this out there: skateboarding games. Some games that have been in the past in our lives.
There's not enough, man.
There's not. You're right.
Think about it.
Not
Everybody's
enough.
go-to is still Tony Hawk Pro Skaters.
I'll throw out a few names here, and you just
or skates.
You can comment. So we got the Pro Skater series, American Wasteland with Tony Hawk. American Wasteland for the Xbox 360, one of the first skateboarding games for Xbox 360.
I played that on GameCube.
Oh, American Wasteland?
Yeah.
Oh, they did come out. Yep. I remember they even came out with it for GameCube.
Yeah, man.
Because people were still playing the GameCube at that point. Because Xbox 360 just came out.
$200 still. Yeah.
Right. Xbox 360 just came out at that time. I'm pretty sure, and American Wasteland came with it. Skate, and then you have Undergrounds.
Yes.
Oh, the Undergrounds.
I know that I was a big Pro Skater 3 player.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3
Undergrounds
player.
were my favorite.
I liked Pro Skater 4. I mean, all of them were great.
They're all great, yeah.
But I really attached to American Wasteland as well as like Skate 1 and Skate 2.
Yeah. I really liked, it's funny. I'm thinking of Pro Skater 3 right now, and I'm connecting it in a way to Halo 3, not because of the threes, but because in Halo 3 you have the Forge mode. Pro Skater 3 you also have Forge where you can make your skate parks. Yeah. I was
my favorite was making skate parks in American Wasteland.
I never tried it.
It was a great time.
Now I'm curious.
The skate park editing and all the Skate 2 and 3 they were pretty good. I did a lot.
I never played any of the skate games.
Dude,
really?
People make hats that say make EA Make EA. What is it?
Make EA skate again or something.
Make Skate 4. EA make Skate 4 great again. Like a flip
they
on Make America.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, I've
Skate 4 would be. See, here's the thing. Do you think they should make a Skate 4 to try to rebound from the fuck up of what Battlefront 2 was?
I just don't see. EA has so many people that work at that company. I do not see why there have been countless people that have wanted Skate 4 to come out.
Yeah.
I don't see why, if it took 2 years, 3 years, whatever, if they just set aside 150 people, however many, the less it takes, the less just to make the game.
I don't think Skate can rebound though for Battlefront 2 because you're talking about
not rebound, but just make the game.
But a totally different audience. I mean, you're talking about shooters and then trying to
Skate is the literal definition of casual gaming.
It'll be a nice boost for EA. Like, oh, maybe they completely screwed up on the whole shooter scene with this. But if they can still stick to their classics and make something like that,
it's not even. I don't know
See,
that.
I stopped playing
stuff.
I stopped playing
skateboard
games. I stopped playing any of the skateboarding games after American Wasteland because I just couldn't. I wasn't good at it. I couldn't get past a certain level.
Oh, dude,
I couldn't get. That's why I got out of skateboarding games.
Skate didn't have like levels; they just had missions.
Well, that's what I mean. Like the missions, you had to talk. Yeah, but I couldn't get past one of the missions with the guy. But
like American Wasteland was like, it was like goofy and all wacky, and you could
I
do
never
like
played Skate, so
you could do like 12 million 90s and like crazy stuff.
True.
Like in Skate, it's way more realistic.
I'll try Skate.
It's so fun.
Yo, if you're listening right now and if you've played Skate, please refer me to a good game, good Skate game, because I know these guys can, but I want to hear what you guys think.
There's not really many apart from the ones that you listed.
Let's move on now. We definitely covered some nice skateboarding games.
Here's something.
Yeah.
I was gonna go into the topic of what games would you like to see coming up or in the future. Some that I can think of are Red Dead Redemption.
That's already coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're making a third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
A third or a second?
Or second one,
Second.
Third, I was gonna be like, damn, get me on that train.
They didn't already come out with
No, they're coming out the second. I know it's number 2. People have brought it up.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
But I've never played Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that's
never played
game.
Red Dead.
Never even touched the game.
Oh my gosh!
I've only seen it.
Oh my god!
Glimpses of Red Dead Redemption.
It's great cowboy game.
Anyone like this man over here, Practical Pear, that has never played that game,
yes,
it'll teach you things. Just like if you never played Halo 3, it'll teach you things. It's crazy.
What about GTA 6?
Is that confirmed?
No. But
that'll be out in like 2020.
I'd love to
Rockstar, make it happen.
2020, you think? I'm gonna say 2019.
It's got I think it's got
dude.
It's got to be.
I'm gonna look up some.
Only
stuff
reason
on
I would say 2020 or 2021 is because they're coming out with Red Dead Redemption 2,
That's true.
and they're gonna be focusing on that whole rolling out of that game
Yeah.
for quite some time.
And they were working on GTA 5 since GTA. What was it? Dude, they worked on that game for like 8 years,
which is good because that is a game with longevity.
Oh yeah, they're still making updates. Yeah.
Here's a question.
GTA Battle Royale.
Yeah.
There we go. The next episode is the Battle Royale episode.
I almost compare Radical Heights to a mix of elements from GTA and PUBG because it has elements in PUBG where you can go pro and you can zoom in to just like how it looks in Fortnite versus like an actual scope on all the guns, like looking down the rails, as well as you can peek to the left instead of to the right.
Yeah.
Like
now, do you? But
the whole money system, I feel like GTA would do something similar with that.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
Do you think they would ever? Is there a first? I don't think there's a first-person view in Radical Heights. I would assume they'll put that in there though eventually.
I don't think so.
No?
Is there building?
No, there's no building.
I feel like if any Battle Royale takes building, Fortnite's gonna sue.
Yeah.
Fortnite, I don't know. I don't even know if.
Yeah, dude. That's their like.
If they're allowed to, I think Fortnite will go crazy over that because even
PUBG
went crazy over Fortnite because of the Battle Royale.
Radical Heights is basically just a Battle Royale game with vending machines. But like taken to the next level where you have a whole currency system and you can buy a bunch of different stuff.
And there's a lot of different vending machines.
And it gets expensive, so the more you play, it's like a grind. It's like the more you play,
there's a lot of trade-offs in that game.
Yeah.
Like, and it goes further than just the game. It's like your whole user account. There's a trade-off when you lose money at the end of the game if you don't spend money. If you don't, like, you gotta.
I think one of the coolest aspects is that if you win, they reward you by doubling your money at the end.
Yep. I think that's
a
really
little strategy I'll do is wait till you're at the end, take out a bunch of money, and then get that dub. Get that dub right there and double your money.
Do you take out sections or all of it? Are you a money making man?
It takes like a couple seconds to imagine drinking a small potion.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit shorter of that time. But you like click on the ATM and then you have to hit withdraw or deposit, and you can only do $100 at a time.
Oh, I see. Huh.
So it takes a while, but like it's just a strategy you can do.
Let's say on one of our last topics here. Let's go over some continued games. Some games that we want to continue, rather.
Oh, all right.
So one of the first ones that came to my mind, I was actually like looking through my room. I had a stack of Xbox 360 games. And I actually don't play my Xbox 360 anymore. And you're asking why do I have a stack of Xbox 360 games in my room?
Everybody's got a stack of some.
Absolutely.
Games.
Not only do I have one, I have two stacks of Xbox 360 games, and it's literally just for my speakers to rest on. So my speakers can sit on top of them.
Come to.
And that just goes to show where the gaming world is at this point.
Not just download your games.
Xbox. Exactly, but
GameStop will be done soon.
But I looked through this stack of Xbox, this placeholder for my speakers, this stack of Xbox 360 games, and one game catches my eye. A few games, but one game in particular. Left 4 Dead. Yeah. I own Left 4 Dead 1. My game got scratched up, I think, a year or two after buying it, which kind of sucked because I love the game. Left 4 Dead 2 came out. Never owned that, but it looked awesome.
It was fun. I played it.
That was a fun game. I played that one.
Would you guys like to see a continued series of Left 4 Dead? I'm not sure if they're coming out with a new one, but that's a series I would like to see another game from. If not, I want to hear it.
Take on the zombie apocalypse type games, where instead of getting chased around this one little map, it's like more of there's objectives where you have to get to places and like there's more missions in it.
I feel like but you say a little map. I feel like a lot of the Left 4 Dead maps
are huge.
Some of them are little though. Some of them are little maps, but some of the maps are pretty big. And I think that's
but
really
they were little in the amount that could
like running around them.
They were little in the amount that could be rendered.
Right.
But they were big in the like whole.
In the whole scope of it. If you can only see so much because that's what made it kind of scary. Like there's a lot of fog of war kind of, but like that's what I mean. Like
the maps
it can get kind of big sometimes.
Yeah,
if you really walk around. Now that we're kind of winding down, getting to the end of our podcast, this episode of the WolfPod. Let's just go over
there's some things to check out.
Yeah, there's definitely some things to check out. So
let's hear it.
I'll just shout out a few. I'll let you guys shout out a few more after. First, we'd like to give a special shout out to one of our partnered streamers with Wolf Gaming. His name's Shaggy TV.
Shaggy.
You can follow Shaggy TV on Twitch.
The jinx right there.
And his name is spelled SHAGGYY, and I think it's _TV.
That's right. That is right.
On Twitch. Right now, he's doing an April fundraiser for Autism Awareness Month. And shout out to Shaggy because all the donations are going to autism awareness. And that's why he's on our team, because he's making moves like this. He's doing philanthropic events like this.
Definitely go to his stream to check it out, though, because that'll give you more info on where the money's going.
He's playing Halo, playing Fortnite, playing all the good games. So definitely go check him out. Next, we got 1Up14.
Doing some new stuff, that's for sure.
1Up he's the go-to. I mean, he's been streaming his Gaming with Offspring series.
He's definitely got the most unique streams going on around here.
He's got some of the most unique stuff out there. He's churning out all of this content with his... You'll see. Watch his stream. It's 1Up14 on Twitch. He plays with his son. He's been playing God of War. Not sure if he's going to have his son play God of War with him, but it's interesting because in God of War, Kratos is with his son. I thought it was really cool.
I see the little...
and it's very cool. I would be not surprised if he brings his son on for a new God of War cast, because that would definitely prove something pretty interesting. We also got little home fries, a local boy. We got Shady Dawn. So quick shout out to Shady. I believe his Twitch is twitch.tv/curley III. I think that's spelled CURLEY. 3 I's at the end.
He'll change that eventually.
Yeah, and he's gonna. He probably change that.
He's got like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
all right,
soon.
it's coming up.
He'll be able to change it soon. So his name's Shady. Definitely streams every day, early in the mornings, late at night. You'll find the dude. Go follow him. He's always streaming some Fortnite.
Go follow him on Twitter because then you can just get the link.
Follow
on
his Twitter.
Twitter.
Follow all these guys have a Twitter.
Including me.
And if you don't know their Twitter, follow Wolf Gaming US on Twitter.
You find all the handles over there.
Yeah.
We tweet all of these guys out all the time. We put the stream team up all the time. We want you guys to know where these guys are. We want you guys to tune into their streams and listen to some of this awesome content that these guys are putting out. So he's got a giveaway going on. He's been playing a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah, that giveaway is coming up. He reached Twitter followers. He's just waiting on. I think he needs like 20-something followers.
20, right? Yeah, 20-something like that. Yeah, definitely.
It's $25 giveaway, I believe.
And the giveaway, and the giveaway incentives out there. So definitely go check him out. Now, off to you, Mac.
Yeah, I've got some stuff. I've just been streaming more Radical Heights, trying to get more wins in that. Definitely more Fortnite, but I'll also be doing some music production streams as well.
I'm hyped for that.
Got that running, yeah.
I'm hyped for the dude. I want to see you go big in Radical Heights.
Oh man,
you got me hyped. That game's got me hyped.
I just hope the game does progresses in the right way.
I think once it goes into beta, that's a good sign because that means, and it sounds like they're already making updates.
If they can put out 1 patch a week, if not 2, if they really stay consistent with these, I think it'll end up being a good game.
Definitely.
Yeah. Right now, a little weird, but there's not too many glitches either, so we'll definitely see more from that. As well as I'm updating my schedule, so stay tuned on Twitter. I think I'll start updating my schedule a weekly basis, most likely each week starting on Sunday. So I'll be sending out more info on that for
sure. In this description, we'll put a link to all of our stream teams' Twitches, so you can easily just navigate to those, check all these guys out. Just a few things that Wolf Gaming's got going on. We got our Wolf Gaming giveaway. It's a Corsair RGB, I think, wired headset.
Yeah, that's a nice one, man.
We're getting close.
Black, white, red. We are getting close. We have like nearly 750 followers right now. I'm like, ooh, get to that
someone wants that headset.
I'm glad.
Dude, those are nice.
Yeah.
Those are nice
headsets.
I want one, yeah.
So grateful for all the followers.
Hell yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's honestly amazing.
It's so
being
great.
able to create this Northeast-based community of streamers.
Absolutely.
And,
I mean,
content creators.
We always say that, like, internally, like, we're like making this happen. Like it's all of us that are like really making this happen. But at the end of the day, like, it's you guys that are making it happen. It's the guys that are like listening to us, like watching us.
Even if you're only hopping in streams for a couple minutes, say what's up. That means the world to all of us.
Exactly.
If no one's watching, then we have nothing to do.
So, if you haven't already, definitely make sure to check out our podcast episode 1. We'll also put that in the end of the video. And lastly, we'd just like to announce that we have our League of Legends 1v1s tournament, Battle on the Bridge
with Cultivate Gaming.
With Cultivate Gaming. It's definitely going to be a good time. That's going on May 19th.
Shout out Cultivate Gaming.
Shout out
you can find their handle in the Twitter post that is, I believe, pinned at the top of Wolf Gaming.
At the top
Great
of our
guys
page.
over there.
Easy to find.
Going to put it in the description of this YouTube video. It's a 1v1 tournament on Howling Abyss. Any champ you want, $5 entry. Winner takes all. And a gamer crate. We got a gamer crate supplied by Cultivate Gaming in conjunction with us, but we're hyped about that. So
it's
definitely going to be a good time, but we're going to round it out here, guys. This was the WolfPod. This is your boy, Prack Parrot. I'm joined here with
Fraser
and Pizza Sled.
Thank you guys for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, man. You're really going to leave me on to be doing something. Where's the drop?